welcome to fmtraining.tv. My name is Margaret. I'll be your broadcast engineer for today. Hope you all are having a lovely day. We are going to have 2 more days with Nick this week. Day 7 and day 8 are going to be, we're finishing up the series with Nick, which is developing with AI. As AI becomes increasingly important and prominent in the technological world, knowledge of how to use it becomes increasingly important and prominent. So it's awesome to have us on doing that with us. If you'd like to support the channel, feel free to pick up one of our annual subscription bundles. Basically, if you don't like the live stream format of the stream, you can feel free to grab one of our annual subscription bundles. We pretty much cover every topic under the sun. Not all of them, but a lot of basic topics. From basic to intermediate level, you can very easily go from knowing nothing about FileMaker to being a pretty competent intermediate level developer just by watching our video training. There's tons of it. If you have bought it already, thank you very much. The support is greatly appreciated. A quick reminder that if you'd like to test out new Claris products, feel free to sign up at ets@claris.com. That's not .com, sorry. Send an email to ets@claris.com. And request to join their ETS program. They are showing off new products and new shenanigans all the time in there pretty much, so you should go feel to give that a look. And the last reminder, if you are looking to have FileMaker development work done, you decide that you don't want to do it yourself, or there's a chunk of it that is like particularly advanced you don't want to mess with, feel free to reach out at support@consulting. Boy, I know this email. I've only heard it most of my life. Support@rcconsulting.com. We have a team of senior engineers who will be happy to help you. Nick is one of those. With that being said, Nick, you want to share your screen and get started with today's topic?
Yes. Okay, so here, so we continue today the AI stuff. So the AI companion, when you use ChatGPT as a developer companion, not as an extension of your FileMaker features. It's an extension of yourself, right? So this is what we do. We do an extension of yourself. That means you have your own, friend with you, right? So your own FileMaker developer with you. So, and today I'm going to do something. I'm going to ask ChatGPT to tell us what the best way to interact with ChatGPT to get the best results, okay? And we are going to ask some questions. But before we start, yesterday, we talked about these different modes that we have here, right? And different ChatGPT Pro and ChatGPT Business, right? So they have a ChatGPT Business, and I am currently using the ChatGPT Business here. So I want to show you how it works, okay? So ChatGPT Business, okay, go. Explain ChatGPT Business, but summarized. Oops. So the ChatGPT Business, right? So what no, I want you to summarize the costs. Okay, so you have the costs, right? Which the 20 is 20 $20 per month, okay? Be monthly for individuals, okay? So, and then you have the team, which costs business, okay? And that is $30 per user for a team plan, okay? So you pay $30 per user, right? So when you have the business plan, so you have the Pro, right? So that costs like $200 a month. That's what the plan I have here, right? So and here this is the cost of the business. Okay. So what you can do with the business? Well, when you have business, you have an icon here, and you can switch from. So I'm with a Rainbolt here. We did a test with this. Okay. So when you click here, so here I'm on my personal account. Okay. So I gave him the email I use for this account, and then he sent to me like links, and he added me into his plan. So now I can click here and I have access his things. You can see here I have two things, right? This is mine, this is his. Here I am in his plan. Okay. So what that means is when we do things like this, right? We talk together, right? So I can initiate a new chat. That will be my name here, or this is his, but inside, right? I can go and see and download files, right? So I can see everything that happened on. It's like we share their ChatGPT accounts pretty much. Okay. So this is when you need to do like a collaborative, like multiple developers, something like this. That could be nice, right? When you work on one project and you want to know what happened, not just share the conversation is difficult, right? So here we have much more flexibility to work in collaboration. Okay. So this is what I want to show. Okay. So let's go back to here. Okay. So I want I want to have a conversation with ChatGPT and say, okay, what the best way, to interact, right? So I'll say go explain the best way to interact with you for let's say learning FileMaker, for example. Okay, so this is what I was saying. That's why I want to, think of me as a mentor, not a manual. You understand what the difference is? But just don't just ask me what does this function do, but teach me how to use this function in my context. Right? We're going to do some example here. FileMaker is visual, relation, and context driven. When you give me your layout name, table occurrence, and even a script snippet, I can reason about your design and explain how to optimize it your way. Okay? So after that, be specific about the context. So you can just say, oh, fix, do. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You need to interact. That's what I was saying. Don't, one day, I don't know who said that. He said about prompts. Yes, it's a prompt, but it's more a conversation. It's more like, okay, I want this and that, right? That way, use this, right? For example, sometime I've said, okay, I want the calc to do this. Use a while function or use this approach, right? Be specific, but say if you say explain SQL, I'll teach syntax. But if you say explain how SQL could replace a polar summary in my, you understand, right? This, right? So you need to say exactly what you want, right? ask for explanation and experiments. You learn twice as fast if you say, show me how to do this and explain why it works. You show me, you saw me doing this many times, so I can give you both the theory, and the practice. Okay. So instead of memorizing, you absorb logic. Use me as a FileMaker companion. Right? He took the voice. I don't know. Maybe he's listening to me. You can copy paste scripts, calculation, and custom function directly into me. I read audits, optimize, and refactor them in your own. So of course, you need to create your own style. You can't get my style. For example, when I was working on this, just for the testing, we were doing some tests and just for the demo. Well, many things were off. I mean, I had to again. I was surprised about the answer. I said, "Why you answer this?" He said, "Yeah, but I don't know who you are, right?" He forgot about everything I taught him here, right? So blend me into your workflow, So FileMaker Project works best when it's live beside your layout. For example, drafting calculation logic while you design schema, writing custom function header automatically, explain anchor Boolean relationship with plain English, teach AI skip step and MBS interaction. So that example, right? So the key, treat me like an AI code developers inside FileMaker, not a separate app. So that's why unfortunately, we don't have, ChatGPT inside FileMaker. So you need to put him the most as possible into context, right? So ask me to think like you. I've learned Nicolás' entire coding philosophy, so because a year, so he learned, right? So more you use it, better it will come. Of course, don't confuse ChatGPT. Don't say, today I want that way, and tomorrow you ask another way, completely different than the way before. It will be confused. Stay consistent on what you say and what you ask and how you ask things, right? So, clarity, logic, human reliability, context-free design, So when you say make this like I would write it, I understand the convention, right? You understand? So this is good to know because all of this, I will share with you. I will share a PDF with you about what he says, and then we can, because it's important. So interactive learning. So when you learn FileMaker, don't ask for finished results. Ask in stages. Explain the idea, build the demo, refine, add best practices, and fast. Okay. So part 2, real example of how ChatGPT can interact with FileMaker developer next. Okay. Yes, but before generate a PDF with all explanation of part 1. So it will take everything, all the 1, 2, 3, right? It is going to generate a PDF that I'm going to send to you. Okay. Okay. So the PDF is there, right? So let me check the PDF first. Okay. Everything there, right? So I'm going to give you that. Okay. Yes, go. No. Okay, so the AI script Dio, I still have the problem of copy paste, but I'm going to fix it. So FileMaker Pro introduced the two magic steps: configure AI account and generate response from models. Okay, with those you can make FileMaker talk to me inside your scripts. No plugin, no API, key management. Right? Example, you can auto generate invoice summaries or email replies based on record data. Turn a client complaint field into a polite formatted response. Explain calculation of scripts, right? Training new developers, right? So that using this, okay? So that will be part of another session. What's the name? March. That will be the next. How to configure AI, how to use all of those things, right? Okay.
Yes.
So context-aware field calculation, right? So you can connect field like this, so you can say, you can use this type of things, right? So I'm still experimenting those things. That's new. So I'm experimenting those things, right? And of course, AI is helping me. I'm going to say, okay, how to use this, right? So so it's there, right? So we have plenty of goodness here. AI stuff. Where's the AI stuff? I will find it. I'm in 23. Yeah, it's okay. We'll check later. No copy. Okay. Using MBS plugin for deeper macOS iOS integration. So you can ChatGPT under context. Okay, Jason, that MBS custom function that level AI logic, like I did, Nick's own style and mine use context-free custom function like the get multi-blob. So you remember that, right? So you remember that we build this, right? This is this custom function here. Here, right? So he remembers that we did that, right? So we build custom function. We did that yesterday, right? You can send a JSON block to ChatGPT for connection normalization and store. So you can do many things with this. All of those things are things I'm going to experiment with you, right? And show you, because, well, I think this is important to know how to use those things, right? Custom function using me for schema and script review, right? So you paste a DDR, right? And then you can ask audit logic consistency. This takes time, depending on your DDR. Detect circular dependency, suggest naming improvement following NIC standard, even generate readable documentation, right? So this I want to know what that means. Dynamic UI and user help, with FileMaker Web Viewer, we can embed a ChatGPT localization. So you can, with ChatGPT, you can make a Java UI. I did an example here. We have an example here, right? This here has been, I didn't build this, ChatGPT did, right? So this, right? So I didn't build this, the spinner here. So I didn't build this. So I said, ChatGPT, I want to have a spinner like this, right? So I said, okay, no problem. So, and it generates the spinner for me. So in their T01 global, this is a spinner. This is the code, right? And you can copy this, for example, give an example. And I go there, and I say, change the color to red. So I paste the code, right? So it changed everything, right? Or I can change only one line, is this, right? So I can copy the whole thing or just change border top. This one. So, oops. Boom, red. See? So you can use ChatGPT to do that, right? Stuff like this. I want it blue back. Okay. Why is not blue? Oh, yeah, I want my code back. Let take my take my code back. Ooh. Okay. I can say, oh, make it blue. Okay. Copy this in border. Oh. Copy. Okay. So, oh yeah, I put on the wrong thing. Change back to blue. See, you add this in comment. So, you can do many things. Let's go back to webinars. Okay. So then you can do UI stuff like this, right? You can really do FileMaker UI stuff, but you can give you an explanation how to create a UI and stuff like this. He can, right? But you have to build it. He's not going to build it for you. Move to script-driven response. Then, okay. So you can implement FileMaker and ChatGPT inside. So I'm working on this, right? I'm working on this. So yeah. So yes, go. So it's going to generate the PDF. So no question, right? Don't see.
There's a discussion whether or not you think Claris will integrate AI agents to generate code reports, dashboards like Excel is doing.
I see. I mean, they have to. If they don't, that FileMaker will be a obsolete tool. So they have to. Okay, so Apple, I don't know what they're doing, to tell you the truth. I think they lost sight with this. So now they integrate ChatGPT in iPhones, right? So because they have no choice. So I think FileMaker should seek a partnership, right? And integrate ChatGPT. I will say ChatGPT more than Claude or there was. Because, yeah, maybe Claude will make less errors, and I'm not sure on this because each time I use Claude and I use the paid one, I use the paid version, right? Each time I use Claude, it was more confused than ChatGPT ever been, right? So I don't know. It's all of those, it's like I'm reviving again the war. Oh, you're Mac, no, I'm PC, right? Oh, you Cloud, no, I'm ChatGPT or Gemini, or so everybody has his own. Okay, but here, FileMaker needs to pick one and integrates that inside. I want to see a prompt, right, in scripts workspace, right? I want a prompt here, right, in the bottom of the line, and say, okay, build a script that goes to T12 and and gather this and do this, do that, boom, and write the scripts, right, line by line. That's what I want to see. And same on calculations, right? To be able to say, okay, so at one point they have to do that, they have to. Maybe they are doing it. I have no idea, because they did suddenly they do a lot of modern integration, right? All of this, right? So all of these things, this is what I'm working on. I'm working on all those things, right? And so this is when you build your own model, right? So there's many things. This is interesting too. So we're going to, talk about all of the things in the future. I'm working on this, especially for you guys. So first we start with this, and then we start with this, and then, configure prompt templates, right? I never, yeah, so SQL prompt. Yeah, so interesting things. Live flow, no, it's okay. No, it's okay. No, that's okay. Okay, so now I want you to explain that sending to you drawings and or screenshots also can be much better than endless explanation, okay? See, when you send me a screenshot and even a hand draw sketch, you can, you do a hand draw on the, and then take a picture and boom, right? See what you're talking about. Then that means no need for 10 minutes describing portal setups, layout. I did that yesterday, right? But I want you to see that with your eyes, right? And I want all the explanation that GPT is going to say, So instead of I have a portal showing invoice, item, link, I did that yesterday. I want he messed up the calc, but at the end, I got it, right? I got it in minutes. It would have taken me like maybe a day. For me, right? So imagine if you're not a crazy developer in FileMaker. You need to learn the while. You need to learn the let. You need to learn. With this, you don't have to. So link by phone. Okay, so instead of doing all of this, you can simply snag a screenshot of your layout or relationship graph, and I'll instantly understand which TO are connected. So I'm going to do that. I want to do that. Okay. Let's have some fun with this. Okay. Which TO are connected? What calculation fields are visible? Where refresh dependency might break? whether your global field are in the wrong context, blah, blah, blah. Help me, like, okay. You can even send quick sketches, draw on paper, whiteboard, or digital notepad, a few boxes, arrow, and label like contact, job, info. Like you will do for another human being, pretty much, right? Remember, he said, don't use me as a manual, right? And I told you that at the beginning. Don't use ChatGPT as a tool, like a screwdriver. Okay? No, let him whatever you want. Knows you, how you interact, what you like to have. When you get irritated, sometime, I got irritated. It was, I got so mad, I insult him and I said, okay, I go to bed, So yeah, I said, today you're useless, bye, something like this. So it happened, right? But next day, he went, okay, let me try, let me try to do good today, right? And yes, um, it changed the perspective because he learns, right? So and then you need to understand when he starts daydreaming or when he starts hallucinating. You know, we're going to talk about that, right? So I send a sketch with this. From that, I can suggest relationship, recommends table occurrences in the file loops. You can do many things. So the draw is better. So sending video is not just allowed; is a smart developer shortcut, right? And then you learn that here with us. Most of the people there will never have thought about this, right? Will you, Marge?
I don't think so. I'm trying to think. I don't believe we've
That
talked about it.
you
Well,
know, like send a screenshot or drawing, like you would have sent to me, and then uh, you know, people they don't even know that ChatGPT can do that.
no, I didn't. I think a lot of people don't realize that they can actually like influence images via ChatGPT. Like they know that AI can make art, but that's different, or they see it as different.
Yeah, I mean, here you send something, and then you analyze. Like for example, sometime like yesterday, I got an error, right? I sent a screenshot of the error. Why you want to type, oh, I got the error, bloom, 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 bloom. No, screenshot, right? So here, generate a new. Okay. So you have plenty of documentations. So I want to I want to play with this. Okay. So give it a graph, right? And let's play. So I'm going to ask stuff about this. So you select this part here. And here, when you select text, you have this coming. Okay. So I say, okay, ask. And I say, okay, I want to try this. Okay. So hold on. I'm going to send you a screenshot. Okay. So once you send a screenshot, I'll analyze it visually and explain exactly what happened. Okay. So how the relationship are layout, structure, what might cause context refresh issue, and what improve you can make name logic. Okay. So I'm going there. Okay. And what can I show? What can I do? So I want this. So first, I want to know something. Okay. Before I'm going to send you a DDR that will help you, right? I need to explain. He's a 5 years old with a super intelligence, but he's stupid. He doesn't know squat in life. Okay. You need to explain everything. That will help you generate what I want. Hold on. So it will have the full schema. Okay. So I'm showing you how to send a DDR over there. So here I have a simple file, small, few tables, right? It's not a big giant file, so it will be okay. So you say DDR, the database design reports, right? So I don't want this one here, right? So you select all. So I want to generate all, okay? In XML, don't generate HTML, generate XML, okay? So when you generate this, you name it new. This is it's custom sort, right? And why is name like this? Hold on. Okay, XML. Okay, here you say custom. You rename it custom sort. Okay. So it's going to generate the file. It won't take long because it's a small file. Okay, it's done. So now here you have two files. Okay. So you have one file here. This file here is not the one you want to send. It's this one. Okay. Is this one. Is 1.8. Okay. So here you drag the file. So, and you say you need to explain what it is, right? Here is a full DDR XML for custom sort 2.0 owner Nick Hunter. Okay, because I have many things, so you need to put a owner who own this, and I need you to store it for further use. Okay, you need to say store it, like Alt S in the file, right? Okay, so in so ready for you, look up as cross. You can now send your screenshot, whatever you're ready, and I interpret it with full awareness of this project schema. So now he knows the schema, right? He knows that file. You know that file even better than you. So now I can do that. I can play. I say, okay, for example, I can say I want, for example, um, this, right? And what can I do? Okay, I want something special. I want a relationship between those two tables, right? And I want a filter. So that means I want to filter that in a relationship, not on the filter in the portal. Okay, so let's explain. So I want you to make me a relationships like this one, screenshots, okay? Because you need to understand when you say this one, what this one, okay? This one, the screenshot, okay? But I need a filter within the relationship, not in the other filter, right? Within the relationship, not using a specific dates and show me the record greater than equal using the date field in T13. Right? Let's see if he's smart enough to see the T13. Okay, so I want you to make me a relationship like this one, and I need a filter within the relationship. Now, we could do something better than this. This is the explanation, like this. But we could say we can do, okay, we do something simpler. Of course, this is simple, right? But we can do like this. I do a new layout, empty layout, right? And uh, let me get rid of this. Okay. So, and we can do like, we draw a tool. Where's the drawing tool? Here, shape tool. We draw like this, right? And we type here that filter. And here, portal showing, look this, look this, look this. I'm playing with you guys. Showing this, right? So speech folder showing these fields, but filtered by a date filter field. Showing all records greater than equal filter. Right? Sounds good? So I'm going to do a screenshot and I'm going to send the screenshot. So send. You're thinking. So create a global field. Okay. Define a filter relationship. This and this. Makes sense? Right? Makes sense. Or simple for demo dynamic portal, look calc. Use the portal filter calc, yes, but I don't want to do that. If this, I don't want portal filter. Okay. If you want to sort, definite your TL. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. Optional enhancement to make this reusable. Create a custom function like, yeah, filter return if we. Okay, I don't care about this. Filter by date. Yeah, then you can filter. Yeah, I don't care. I don't want that. I don't want the filter. I want the filter in the relationship like this. Okay. So pretty much it was simpler. What I asked was simpler, right? But pretty much now I have everything I need to know. Pretty much he said, create the field, this, create a global, right? So he understood everything. That was a demo, right? The demo was that if I go there, I go in this table. If I go there and I go in this table and I create a field and make that field a global, include that inside my relationship, or I can build another relationship, right? Let's see if it's smart. I copied this. Look this. Okay. Um, Based on the relationship, I have for that anchor, name me the relationship. No. No. So look there what's the name? Look there incrementing letters in the TO name, like T12. So I'm because I never did that. A T12 B, etc. Name the relationship accordingly. It's just a demo. I could have done that, but I want to see. Okay, so it did it. It did my way. So it did my way. This is and it's correct. Because I have the E here, but I have two F, and this E is a mistake, right? And this is a mistake as well. Okay. Those are tests I've done, but it's right? So if I need a new relationship, right? So that the name, right? And the relationship he asked me to do is like this. So the invoice ID with the invoice, oh no. No. Invoice ID with invoice ID, and then this J, filter, right? With the date, right? With the date. So, and this, like he said here, right? So, but this is a reversed, is reversed. TOA. So this, the date of filter is inferior or equal the date. Okay. I want everything after. Okay. So let's see if it works, right? So let's go and copy that, put there. So that, but I have sent, right? So I need to redo that relationship here, 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 here. And of course, I need to put my filter, right? The date, and I put that as a calendar. So of course, it won't work because I have no dates, right? But if I put the date here, like for example, this, boom. If I put this, boom. So I have my filter, right? So it was easy. The context and everything was easy, but I didn't even type much. So imagine if you have something more complex to send, right? So you just draw, you get a piece of Paul you already have, you paste, you put your field, the field you want the field to be, right? He understands. the context, and he knows, right? He knows because he has the DDR. So he knew about the DDR, right? So, yep. So do we have
People
yeah.
saying it's cool ideas, and then of course they got the pictures of you they got flown around. The AI generated pictures of you.
I sense Richard, but sometimes confuses numbers. Maybe shot image wasn't very good. Yeah, you need, I mean, I don't know, David. David says sometimes he confused uh, the numbers. Well, if you do screenshot with an Apple, it's a high definition screenshot. So, and yeah, I love this. Yeah. I love the like the black and white. Thank you, David. So David, he did that. So you did with ChatGPT. Yeah, sometimes I play with ChatGPT and stuff like this. So yeah, so definitely uh, it it makes everything simpler when you start using this interaction of sending screenshots, sending drawings, and even sometimes talking. Okay, that's a dictation, but talking on the phone, you know. So you go on the phone, right? You log in your account with the app, and then you talk. Talking is better than writing, even better than dictation, right? Right. So it's better to talk, show, and sometime on the phone. Maybe I can do a demo on the phone. I need to share my phone because you can show to ChatGPT the camera live. So you can even make like a demo, okay? So you can talk, explain, and share your screen. Sometime I am also, maybe we can do that tomorrow. Screenshots is good. Screencast is better. I mean, you say, okay, I want a script, I want to go there, I want this field, you know, I want this and this, I want you to take this, and I don't know, I will figure out something, right? And you send the video ChatGPT, it will understand the video as well. So let's confirm, but pretty sure myself because I did it. Okay, no, that's good. Uh, Today you were brilliant. Okay, so I want to okay, so tomorrow I will record my screen on a screencast and send to you for analysis. So be ready tomorrow. So what you going to say? See, so it will understand everything. Right? So that tomorrow. No questions. It's
Uh,
like OCR. Yeah.
yes, people saying a picture is worth 1,000 words. Yeah.
Yeah, and the video, I did that many times. Most of the time, what I do, I open the app, I show the camera live, and I say, okay, you can see this, and that. Okay, I have a problem here. I want this, that. Okay. Sometimes it's brilliant, even immediately. Sometimes, boom. I have like yesterday. I have like one mistake, but most of the time, it's I mean, what's missing now is implementing ChatGPT in FileMaker. So yeah, Ken is writing. Yes. So this is, oops. Oh, I need to, this, he says, why does Nick look like Richard with hair? Yeah, but I look different now. You guys, you didn't see me for some time. I lost 30 pounds since the last time you saw me. So I look like Richard, but a mini Richard.
Oh, that's funny.
But he never took his weight back, right? Your father?
He never took what back?
His weight,
No, he never gained weight back, no.
yeah, they're good. Yeah, it's a different life, I was at one point I was like 350 pounds.
Yes, no, it feels totally different.
Yeah. Yeah, in this image, yes, I look like. Okay, so are we good?
I think we are.
Okay. So thank you, everybody. So tomorrow we continue the adventure like this. And then next week we will do a little bit more for this, those AI tools we have in FileMaker, right? We'll do more of those things because, well, using AI as a developer tool, as a developer assistant. So I'm pretty much did all the, how, now you have to use it, right? It's, but I gave to you some demo, and then you can enhance and improve and use it and have fun.
Yes, which I think is critical. So,
Yep. Okay. So see you tomorrow, guys.
thank you, everybody. Thank you for coming. We will
Thank
see you
you.
tomorrow. Have a
See you
good
tomorrow.
one.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.